Hi, hello, welcome back to Kate's Space. Welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm going to finish my little junk journal July grungy messy journal. I've just grabbed some papers and I'm going to fold them and see how we go. I haven't even really got a very tidy space. I did print out my junk journal July prompts, which I'm probably going to fold up and pop into this pocket here. So yeah, let's just get folding. I wonder if I should make a little template or whether not even to bother with that. I might tear this one this way because then I've got lines if I decide I want to I'm just wondering if that will actually fit in there, or whether it needs to be a little bit shorter. Maybe this could be the template-ish. That might work. So I'll just trim that edge off if I can find my ruler under my papers. Oh. How are you all today? I hope you're well. And joining in with Junk Journal July, which will start in a couple of days. It starts with a sort of a YouTube sort of thing. I might use both of those. Yeah, maybe I'll just trim pages at the end. I definitely want some old music paper. This looks very old. It's beautiful yellow music paper. And I think I'll use it this way up. Because I think that'll be about the right width. Yep, that works. And then I'm just going to trim it at the bottom. I don't think I want too many pockets or anything like that. I can always make a pocket as part of the thing. And I've got this piece here, which is some sort of out of an accounting sort of book. I've got this, which is a New Zealand insurance receipt or something, I don't know. I've got this piece of paper, which is an old letter from I've got a whole pile of old letters from the 20s, so I think I'm just going to chuck that in. What else have I got? Got one of these, which I always use. These papers are quite thin, that's the only problem. I don't know how well that's going to go. But I don't think it matters too much. Now I've got some of this, but it's too wide and I don't really like trimming the ends off, so I wonder if it should go this way. Not sure about that. A piece of old paper from a diary, which I will have to trim right down. I haven't got anything pretty, excuse me, but then I think maybe I'll just do that with another receipt insurance thing here. Something from an old book. Again, I don't really want to trim that, but then I don't want too many short pages either. I'm going to have to trim it this way. Try not to overthink. And then I've got this beautiful Italian book page, which is from Rachel of Roxy Creations. And it's pretty much coming apart there, so I'm going to tear that down the middle, return that into a page. Yep. I've got this old dress pattern, which I love, so I quite like to use that. We are going to have to do a little bit of work, and I've got a telegram I'd also like to use. Maybe that could be in the center, actually. I won't put that in the middle. I think we're nearly coming to being enough pages. I'm not quite sure where that one's meant to be folded. I'll have to fix that. And I've got an envelope here, which I'd quite like to make a flip, but I think it's too big. I think I need a smaller envelope. One that's not so wide. Yeah. Or we could make that into a page. Okay, what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we're going to do 2 signatures as well. Okay, so I'm going to use some of the pages out of the La Belle kit. I think that will be a good idea. Let's just see. I think I'm going to have to cut this because it's such a thin border. I don't think my tearing will work, so I'm just going to cut that white border off. And obviously these are going to be too big as well. That's the top. I'm not even going to look, I'm just going to do it. Not going to look on the other side. Just going to tear it down. I know I've got them all on one signature, but I love this one, so I want to use this one. And I think that's going to be enough, actually. See how it goes. My tearing skills are pretty shocking, but I am just trying to get this done. Oh. I'll be stoked to have this organised and ready to go on the 1st of July. I don't know if anyone's interested in me doing my journaling on my channel, whether anyone wants to join in and do a Junk Journaling July sort of thing happening. We could do it on though I guess every day is quite a lot, but I don't know, some people might be interested in that. Okay, I'm going to fold like that, and I might even fold this in because I don't want to lose any of that. Okay, what else have we got? Okay, so let's just divide these between two. We're going to have 2 signatures. What have I done here? So it's just folded over Okay. That's right, it's going to go in there. I'll sort that out. We might need to do a bit of strengthening with some of these pages because they're old. Put one of those in there. I probably could go put a lot more thought into this, but that's not my goal here, is to not think. So yeah, if I can achieve that, I'll be happy. Keeping in mind that the whole thing is really going to change as we work in it. So this one's going to have this in the middle, and this one, not sure about this, whether we want something pretty in the middle of this one as well. Okay, so now let me just think. I think I do want to include some of this, so I'm going to just cut this down to fit. Used a lot of this this old diary, and I've got another one sitting there. It's 1928, but I have a feeling that next year, was it this year or next year? 1 year coming up soon actually matches the year, and I'm like, maybe I should use it as my diary. That would be quite fun, having a diary that's 1928. That's the right days. Anyway, I need to have a check of that. Okay. So there's one in there, and then I think I want another one in here. Don't want those together. It is quite plain, isn't it? Quite neutral, but that's okay, because maybe when we start doing Junk Journal July, we'll make it pretty and brighten it up a bit. Okay, so we need to shorten all these pages. This one first. Certainly very wonky at the top. I'm not too worried about that. Take that off at about there. Try not to stuff that up. Yep, that's okay. What projects are you working on at the moment? What are you thinking of working on? What are you wanting to work on? Okay, I'm going to pull this up too. That's not too wide. That one there, is that too tall as well? No, that's okay. And then this little insurance slip. Did we shorten this one the right size? Yep, that one's right. And what about that one? Is that one too tall? I think that can slip in there without too much trouble. And that one, yep, okay. So So that sticks out quite a long way, so that must be, surely that's too wide. That is too wide. So this one here needs to be torn down to fit inside. Okay, so about there, I think. It is, oh, there we go. That's the other ones. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bits of paper in there, excuse me. Right, so there's 7 in there. So good, and then let's do these ones. Just trim these down. This is not how I would normally make a journal. Just so you know, I would normally be a lot more careful and precise. Now I do want that, I do like the ripped bit at the top, so if we're tearing this down, I'm just going to take this bit off the edge here. Oh, this will be very old paper that I'm tearing up. Some people won't be happy with that probably, but I'm sure it's out of an old book that Rachel would have deemed to be needing to be torn up rather than kept. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I think I like that way better. Right, no more overthinking. And then am I going to have that like that, or maybe this can go there? But again, you can do that afterwards. Okay. Right, let's make holes. I don't want to, I'm going to do 3 hole pamphlet stitch. I'm going to try and approximately find the middle, and then I need to think about where I want these to go, so I am going to come back and do that. Hi, I'm back. My brain doesn't work very well in even numbers, especially putting signatures in, so I've decided how I'm going to do it. Whether it's exactly right or not, I don't know, but I'm going to put in a hole here, and a hole here, so there's going to be a big gap. Oh well, it's too late now. There and there. Then I've marked, I'm going to do it here. And then here. Again, these are going to be covered up, so it might not be so bad. Right. So we've got our holes to sew our signatures in. They're probably a little bit out too wide. I just find working with, I always put well, almost always put odd number of signatures into my journals because I find that it's easier to work with that. Right, now some paper clips to just hold our papers a little bit more stable. Yeah, very plain papers in here. So that we can work on them and turn them into what we want. I guess that is the idea for me this time. As well as the idea being getting it done and ready to go. So that's going to be our first little signature, and this is our second little signature. And I'm just going to stitch these in with some, just my usual wax linen thread. It's what I always use. It seems to work really well. So I probably need to try and organise getting my holes in the right place. That would be a good thing to do rather than just winging it. So I might just make a little template. It won't be a perfect template, but I think it'll work. So I want it the same height as our signatures, just about like that. I'll fold it in half. Oh boy. Okay. And then I'm just gonna try and get this about right. So we're gonna have a hole there, and a hole there. That's the top. That should work. This truly is a junky journal. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that template in there and then make my holes. Oops. That one, and the same in here, and hopefully this will work. Okay, there you go. Some thread, my blunt needle. Should be heaps. Always use too much thread when I'm doing this. Just a little bit of beeswax on there just so it tightens up, ties up nicely. Right, we'll do the first one. That's the front, and they're all up the right way, I think. I will be able to say that I am ready for Junk Journal July, which is a good thing since I want to do it. I did love it last time. Did really enjoy it. And also then if I miss it or I don't complete it, I haven't wasted a whole day making a journal, especially for something that I maybe don't complete, but I did do it. I pretty much completed it last time, so I think I will this time too. I haven't got too much on over July. I am going away a couple of times. I've got to go to Auckland for my daughter's 30th, which I'm really looking forward to. Can't believe that one of my kids is turning 30, my eldest daughter. And then when we come back from that, we're bringing Ella back, my granddaughter. She's 8, so she may or may not make an appearance if we do a video together, which would be, I'd quite like to do that, if that's all right with her mum. It might be a bit loose, but that's okay because it will tighten up as this is going to get much more bulky, as we know, because of the way I journal with photos and things. We put holes in here, yeah we did. So another piece of string, yeah, so yeah, where was I at? Yes, and then again I'm going back to Auckland, or both of us will be. My mum, it's her and my dad, who passed away earlier this year. It's their 60th wedding anniversary, and it's also the same day as his birthday. So my brother and I have organised to have something at his place in Auckland with our families, and my sister and her family if she comes, and just so mum's not on her own. So I'll go up on the Thursday, which is actually the day of his birthday, and my brother will bring her down to his place and I'll meet them there. And then David will come up after for the weekend, and we'll do something fun in the weekend just so mum's not on her own, because I'm sure those first milestones are pretty hard after the death of your beloved loved one, your soulmate. So yeah, we wanted to make sure she wasn't on her own. It'll be a hard day with all, but especially for mum. But it'll be good to all be together, to remember dad and to wish mum a happy wedding anniversary and wish dad a happy birthday. He would have been 82, I think. Yeah. So that's July. So mostly I'm home. Okay, so that's a weird way I've done it. They probably should be further in, but I couldn't get my little brain to get around it. But that's okay because there's lots of room to make that bulk up. Okay, and now for the, I mean, it's actually not too bad considering I didn't measure like I normally do. Right, now I'm going to use this that I've been hoarding, this beautiful velvet ribbon. I'm going to put that on my journal. Now I don't, does it matter if we cover that up? What do we think about that, covering up that bit of graphics on the front there, or do we want to take it further around the back? Yeah, I think I'll take it to there. I'm going to try and get it straight. But again, if it's not straight, it actually doesn't matter. Excuse me, I'm just getting myself a bit sorted out. Falling off my chair a little bit. Right, okay. So I'm going to glue it and try and get it straight on that side first. Should I cut it first or after? I probably should cut it first. Oh, I know velvet frays, but hopefully the glue will stop that from happening too much. Oh, that hurt. Oh well, it has to be used. It's just been sitting. I have had this for, oh my gosh, I have no idea where I got it from. And I've had it for ages, so yay to using it, that's all I can say. I'm just trying really hard to solve the hoarding problem. Because it's just like, I'm not young. It's not like I'm going to be alive for like 20, you know, well, no, I hope I am going to be alive for 20 years. Oh my gosh, but I'm not going to be alive for like ages, so let's use this stuff. Otherwise someone else gets to use it and that won't be fair. Okay, so we're going to need quite a lot on here because of the lace. I hope it's going to stick okay. I've got some other velvet and I really want to use it in a journal, but I am worried about the fraying, and I know Kylie from Paper Daisy Journals did some beautiful velvet, used some velvet on some journals, and it was just, oh, they were beautiful. But she said, oh, she had to use a lot of glue, but that's why this is great, this ribbon, because at least the ribbon part is, oh, I got glue on it, no. Okay, I'm going to turn it around really fast because I don't want glue on the front. I had got a bit of glue on my finger and then need to press it down. Not sure how well that's going to go anyway. But yeah, velvet is beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to try and put some more glue over here and see how we go. This is actually fabric glue I'm using, specifically for fabric, so I think it takes a few minutes to go. I don't know if I'm meant to just leave that flat or whether I need to close it to see if it's going to stretch around, so that's not, yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that, I think. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I have messed it up a little bit with some glue there and a little bit of glue here. That's okay. Hey, there we go. We have a journal ready for Junk Journal July, and I hope that we'll fill it with lots of collage and writing, maybe some photos, some memories, just whatever we feel like. I don't think there'll be much sort of mixed media art or anything in here. It's not really the right kind of papers and journal for that, but you never know, I could do something. I'm not very arty. So there we go. Hopefully there's enough pages. I'm sure there's more than enough in actual fact, so I'm not too worried about that. And then that just needs to, I think that needs more glue. This bit at the front keeps, I might just leave that to go to set a bit more, dry a bit more. There we go. There is our Junk Journal July for 2022. It's our little journal made out of a very old falling apart book, which hopefully now will have a few more years left to its life. Kind of like me. If you've hung out with me so far and stayed till the end, I thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for popping by and doing a bit of crafting with me, and I hope you will join in with Junk Journal July. I'm sure I'll do a little bit of that on my channel, and I'd love you to join in. And yeah, I'll see you again soon in the next video. Bye.